What's up, guys? It is like paradise outside. It's so beautiful. Welcome to day 5. I can't believe it already in the challenge. So I know that a lot of stuff came up for you, I'm sure, yesterday, right? There were some tough questions, and I definitely expect that, which is cool. That's why we're here. So today, let's dive in. We're going to shine a big, fat, bright light on those dark parts of yourself. And we're going to kick off with this question. Why do you hate that part of yourself? Right? That's a heavy, heavy question. And here's the thing, guys. Today, I don't want you to spend too much time thinking about it, right? We don't want to live in the past. What you want to do is just ask yourself simply, why do I hate that part of myself? Because that keeps me blocked from living in the natural high vibe state that is my birthright, that I am supposed to be at, right? We don't try to attain a high vibe. We are high vibe just by being human. And what happens is we live life and we get blocked by a lot of external circumstances that come up, and we hang on to that. And then it becomes our identity. And so what we want to do with regard to true self-love is we want to remove those blocks. So just simple question, not simple, but like simple answer. Why do you hate that part of yourself? And just write it and know that this is something that's blocking you from that high vibe state. It's why you're not there yet. And I say that with quotation marks because your natural state of being is there. Your life is perfect. It's just your life situation that isn't vibing at that high frequency right now. And that's what we're trying to get back to, because that is the definition truly of self-love. So what this might look like for you, I'm going to give you a little lesson, and I'm going to use myself as an example. So I have done a lot of this work, and for me, I know that I could imagine what I call my yes life, right? In fine detail. I know, exactly who I wanted to be, what I wanted to look like, how I wanted to feel, how I was going to show up in the world in every single aspect of my life, literally down to exhaustive specifics. But I held myself outside of that image. I held myself outside of that because I saw that as some future woman that I would have to work really hard to become. So because I held myself outside of that future image and believed that it was going to take a lot of hard work, which I wore as a badge of honor, to get there, I wasn't acting fully on it yet because I was thinking, well, I have to earn it. And that couldn't be further from the truth. And here's where I was able to close that gap. And this is the lesson today, because I want you to be able to close this gap for yourself too, if you were feeling that same way, that disconnect from like this ultimate health consciousness, this pure self-love, and where you are now. So I'm going to give you 6 steps, concrete steps that I took. And here's the thing, this isn't like one and done. I didn't do it and then I'm cured. I practice this every single day religiously, and that is the work, but it isn't really the work. It is bringing me into this natural state of joy and opening up my ability to receive and opening up my acceptance of just loving myself. So number 1, I expect miracles. Every day, in the smallest of ways, I look for the miracle of sunshine. I expect that there's going to be beauty in every moment that I unfold. I see miracle in my breath. I see miracles in doing my daughter's hair in the morning. When you show up in your life, in the present moment, and just expect miracles, it is a miracle. like your whole life changes. I mean, I could expect traffic and then be in a really shitty mood because I'm like waiting stuck in traffic. Or I could expect a miracle because that traffic jam literally saved me from something up the road. Or the miracle of being able to have a wonderful conversation with my daughter that I may have missed if we got to where we needed to go more quickly, right? So it's just the way you position yourself. And when you create that feeling of traffic sucks versus traffic is a miracle, I mean, think about that sentence, how much it's going to change your vibration. And that's the point. Number 2, surrender your control. And I know for me, being very controlling most of my life, this was a powerful lesson and one that I do lean into every day. And for me, surrender always seemed like weakness, like giving up. But what I've learned is it's actually the opposite. When you surrender, when you truly surrender, that actually brings you closer to inner peace, because you're in a place of full faith and full trust, like that you fully trust that the universe is conspiring for you, that positive things are coming your way, right? When you force outcomes, that creates stress, that creates discord, and it's actually kind of insane, right? Because it doesn't exist. It's a delusion. So we just surrender to what is in the moment. The beauty of who you are right now in this moment, and just have faith that things are going to, I don't want to say things are always going to work out, but things are unfolding exactly as they need to. And so it's trust. Surrender means trust. Number 3, bring the joy first. And don't wait for it to come when you have the body of your dreams, the health of your dreams, right? Guess what? Feeling really stressed about wanting to fit into the size 0 jeans, or, run that half marathon in X amount of time, or just, fitting into that wedding dress, or getting out of knee pain, like you're stressing about it, which is the very thing that may likely be causing you some serious health damage right now in the present moment. So what does the stress do, right? It's not only not doing anything to move you closer to that health and vitality, it actually might be hurting you. And in many cases it does. So bring the joy, and I'm going to dive into this one a little bit more as it pertains to your actual workouts. Don't wait for joy. Okay? Because if you think that you're going to be joyful, fulfilled, and happy when you have the body of your dreams, but you haven't learned how to love yourself, then you're just going to muscle yourself into the body of your dreams, and it may be fleeting because you still haven't fixed what's going on the inside. I hope that makes sense. So reverse your thinking, right? In what ways can you bring joy every day? Well, expecting miracles, that's one. Surrendering, that's 2, right? Number 4, pick 3 ways. I love this one. Pick 3 ways every day that you can be your fit you, right? Like, you hold her off in the distance, but what does fit you do every day? Does fit you stress out about what she's eating, every calorie being counted? Does fit you really dread the workout that you have to get done? Is that how fit you looks and feels? Does fit you go shopping and complain the whole time about how she doesn't fit into anything? Your fittest self, what does she do every day? What is she doing with her life? If you've done the other exercises, you've probably created some awareness around who that woman is. Well, in order to be that woman today, do something that she would do today. In fact, do 3 things that fit person that is you is doing. I love that. Number 5, stop beating on yourself for not being there yet. Just stop. No magic bullet here. Just make a decision to say, I'm no longer available for any self-loathing chatter going on in my head. I no longer tolerate saying mean things to myself. So if you start to get into that thought pattern of like, oh, I'm so fat, stop. No, I'm not. I am no longer available for that kind of negative chatter in my head. And then shift your focus. Okay? It just is a decision, and it's a conscious one. And you just have to plow into that every moment. When you see it coming up, become aware, and then say, no, I'm no longer available for that. That is the old me. And Fit Me never says that about herself. And the last one is letting go. Letting go. Letting go of the past mistakes. And again, I'm going to talk a little bit further about letting go, but I've already talked about this in the first day, right? We hold on to our past and we think that it might serve us in some way, like if we're holding on to resentment. That resentment could be toward yourself. And when you hold on to past mistakes, it doesn't allow for you to learn and grow. And that's why our past lives in the present moment, because we didn't take a step back and observe it without judgment or criticism and just saw the mistake for what it was. Because when we step back and we observe it with no criticism, right? We're not saying, oh, I can't believe I fucked up and I did that and I'm so stupid. Just look at that mistake and say, that is what I knew at that time with the information I had, and I made the best choice that I could for where I was at. And get quiet and observe it and then let it go. What was the lesson? You see that lesson for what it was? Good. Embed it. Lesson learned. Pat yourself on the back for learning it. And then it dissolves. See? Like a miracle, right? So those are 6 steps to help you move from that place you may be at now, like if you scored a 5 or a 4, to the fit self that you want to be. These 6 steps will allow you to close that gap. So you are becoming the fittest version of yourself right here, right now. Boom. This was a long lesson today. Digest it, absorb it. It's meaningful. It's a powerful one. Boom. Comment below. Do your dailies. Let me know what comes up. Let the group support you. That's what we're here for. Much love.